Welcome to Science A Plus channel. You are going to learn lymphatic system of human through this video. After watching this video, you can understand what is lymphatic system and what is the function of lymphatic system. And also we give you a clear explanation how the lymph circulate through the body. Then you can use this video as a short note for your educational purpose. Let's start with the definition. What is lymphatic system? Tissue fluid connect with the blood circulatory system through a special tubular system known as lymphatic system. Look at the definition. There are some keywords in here. This lymphatic system is a special tubular system in the body. Tissue fluid enters into the tubular system. These tubes open into the blood circulatory system. Tissue fluid changes its name when it enters to the lymphatic system. So, when tissue fluids enters the lymphatic system, it is called the lymph. Here we have to remember the word lymph. Now we are going to learn what is tissue fluid. This diagram shows its formation. The fluid inside the cell moved to tissue is known as tissue fluids. You can see a capillary in here. We know the capillaries contain blood. Capillaries are derived from arteries. Arteries contain oxygenated blood. Materials in capillaries diffuse to the tissues through its wall. During this transportation, some of the fluid stays between body cells and capillaries. This fluid is called tissue fluid. The main function of the tissue fluid is supporting the transportation of materials between capillaries and body cells. In this part, you are going to understand the contents of tissue fluid. Mainly, tissue fluid contains white blood cells and blood plasma. But the red blood cells and some plasma proteins are not found in tissue fluid. Now you can understand the tissue fluid around the tissues contain white blood cells and blood plasma. Through this flow chart, you can understand clearly what happens to tissue fluid during circulation in human body. At first, you can see in here, part of plasma travel from capillaries to intercellular space. How does it happen? During the transportation of materials in blood between capillaries and body cells, this plasma remains in the intercellular space among tissues. But part of tissue fluids in intercellular space reabsorbs into capillaries. Remaining tissue fluids in the intercellular space goes to the lymphatic circulation. Then we call it lymph. This lymph again connect with the blood circulation and it enters to the blood. This is the way of circulation of lymph through the body. Now you can understand this mechanism clearly through this diagram. As a summary, the tissue fluid support to the transportation materials inside blood between blood capillaries and body cells. This fluid remains around the intercellular space among body cells and also tissues, but some part of tissue fluid reabsorb into capillaries. The remaining parts go to the lymphatic circulation. Then it become lymph and this lymph connect again with blood circulation. Now you can clearly understand how this lymph circulation take place in the body. This diagram also gives a clear understanding about this lymphatic circulation. You can see at the top the white blood cells and blood plasma inside the capillaries go to the intercellular space among body cells. We call it tissue fluid. And this tissue fluid enters to the lymph capillaries. Then it is called lymph. This is the way of formation of lymph inside the lymph capillaries. As the early explanation, we learned the lymphatic circulation is connected with the blood circulation. Then we are looking the relationship between blood circulation and lymphatic circulation. You can see a diagram in here. Then try to identify the heart, tissues, veins, arteries and lymphatic ducts. Then try to understand the connection among these things. You can see the arteries and veins circulate the blood through the heart. The arteries contains oxygenated blood and it goes to tissues because the body cells inside the tissues need oxygenated blood. And also the waste materials inside the tissue cells go to the vein and it carry deoxygenated blood. The arteries are further divided into capillaries and it forms the capillary network. Each capillary in the capillary network transports the materials into tissue cells. During this transportation, tissue fluid accumulates around the tissues. Part of this tissue fluid makes the lymph. Lymph is transported inside the lymphatic ducts. Then we know the deoxygenated blood go to the heart by the veins and also lymphatic ducts are connected with the vein. These all materials goes to the heart. This shows how lymphatic ducts connect with the blood circulation. When you are learning about human lymphatic system, you need to identify the location of lymphatic ducts and how it connect with the blood circulatory system. This diagram shows the location of lymphatic ducts. You can see in right hand side the right lymphatic duct is located and this right lymphatic duct connected with the right subclavian vein. What is this right subclavian vein? In this figure, you can see in the right hand side the right lymphatic duct and the right subclavian vein. The right lymphatic duct opens into right subclavian vein. What is right subclavian vein? Right subclavian vein carries blood from right hand and right upper part of the body. In the left hand side, you can see the thoracic duct opens into left subclavian vein. What is left subclavian vein? Left subclavian vein carries blood from left hand and left upper part of the body. So, in overall, lymph from the right side of the body is carried by right lymphatic duct, whereas lymph from the left side of the body is carried by thoracic duct. You might have already noticed lymph node in this figure. They are formed by collection of white blood cells to provide immunity to the body. They are scattered throughout the body and we will be discussing it further in a few minutes. You can see there are three parts of the lymphatic system. We call it lacteals, lymphatic capillaries and lymph nodes. We already know what is lymph node and where lymphatic capillaries are located. Now we have to identify what is this lacteal. What is a lacteal? Lymphatic ducts that arise from the intestine. When you are considering this definition, you can identify the location of lacteals. These lacteals are located in the small intestine. You can see the diagram. It shows structure of villi in small intestine. This is a special structure described in digestive system. You can see villi here in this figure. It contains epidermal cells at the outside. It is the outermost layer of the villi. Then you can see there are some blood capillaries in here. These blood capillaries are arised from the arteries, then it form veins. This network helps to absorb the nutrition from the digestive tract through the villi. During this transportation, fluid from capillaries stays around tissues as tissue fluid. Part of this tissue fluid enters into lacteals and carries into blood circulation as lymph. We call this lymphatic duct as lacteal because it is located among small intestine. We already know where the main lymphatic vessels are located in our body. There are two main lymphatic vessels, thoracic duct and right lymphatic duct. Right lymphatic duct opens into the right subclavian vein and the thoracic duct opens into the left subclavian vein. When we study this diagram, you have to identify the right subclavian vein and left subclavian vein. Right lymphatic duct connect with the right subclavian vein. Thoracic duct connect with the left subclavian vein. Let's learn some information about lymph nodes. These lymph nodes are small structures. It contains collection of WBC. We call lymphocytes, and also we know these lymphocytes as white blood cells. There are some instances you have faced swelling of lymph nodes. We call it lymphadenitis. This is a kind of disease. Mostly it happens when you are facing an infection. And you can see some special features about lymph nodes. Lymph nodes have collection of lymphocytes. We also called white blood cells. And these lymphocytes neutralize and destroy infective organisms because the function of lymph nodes is protecting our body from infective organisms. The swelling of lymph nodes we call lymphadenitis occur due to the increased activity in lymph node. These activities increased by the entering of infective organisms to the body. These are the special points about lymph nodes. In this part, you can identify the places where lymph nodes are found in human body. You can see these lymph nodes are found around liver, around heart, around intestine, through the skin and groin, in the axilla, we call it armpits, and also around the throat. Lymphatic circulation is essential for our body because it carries extra fluid from tissue spaces and connect with the blood circulatory system. Lymphatic system can protect our body from infections. Then what forces support the flowing of lymph? We know in the blood circulatory system, the heart gives the forces by pumping and using some mechanisms to flow the blood through the body. But during the transportation of lymph through the lymphatic system, there are no any organs to support for this transport. Then contraction of muscles around the lymph vessels support to the flowing of lymph. Because when we are moving, our muscle cells are contracting and relaxing. During this contraction, the lymph vessels around the muscles take the forces for the flowing of lymph. That is how forces are gained for the flowing of lymph into lymphatic system. Then we are moving to understand the main function of lymphatic system. The main function is white blood cells located in lymph nodes can fight against infective organisms that enter the body. I think this video helped you to understand about the main points of lymphatic system. Thanks for watching this video. Follow us on Instagram and subscribe us on YouTube. If you like to support our channel and get this note as a PDF, check out our Patreon page. Keep learning.